Now, this is a very interesting video. As you can tell by the title, I was flirted with. I was hit on by a 75-year-old man. So, this happened today, actually, this morning. I was on set of a film that I am in. I was a waitress, so it wasn't like this huge role. I was basically an extra. But I did have lines, which is great. So everybody, you know, was just standing around waiting, and so I'm a talkative person. I started talking to people. That's just what I do. I like making connections and relationships. Not that kind of relationship though. You know, I started talking to this one guy. We were just hanging out. He was older too, and we were just, you know, talking, getting to know each other, having some fun, having some laughs. And then there was this other guy, the 75-year-old. He was sitting, and started talking to him too. You know, why not? Let's have some fun. So the conversation started between me and the 75-year-old guy because we were filming at a bar, so there was a bunch of alcohol. And I don't know anything about alcohol. I've never drank in my life. Ever. I've never tried it. I know nothing. So he was talking to me about how he collects alcohol bottles. I don't know why, but he does. So he apparently has visited Russia a bunch, and 25 times exactly, because I asked, because I was trying to be nice. And you know, he kept collecting stuff, and so he ended up talking to me about all that. He showed me a picture of like other stuff that he bought. He bought like these porcelain dolls and like, you know, all these collectible things. It's like, okay, cool, you know? And he kept talking, and I was just like, oh, cool. Same. I don't need to know your life story, but like, okay, we got time. I don't mind listening to it. We were just talking about his adventures in Russia. And he was talking about how he go to these parties and stuff and like drink, and about this one time where he went and they kept like offering him like alcohol, and he can't say no really because it's kind of disrespectful, so he just kept drinking it. And he got super wasted and like had to take 2 hours to get to his hotel instead of like 20 minutes. He was so hungover and like all this stuff. And then the next day, he was supposed to meet this girl, right? He was already kind of still, woo! So he ended up meeting her anyway, and she was like this gorgeous girl. She was like super pretty, gorgeous, like blue eyes, like perfect body, like just gorgeous girl, right? And like he spent 2 weeks with her, and she wanted to marry him, and he was like, nah fam, we're chill, like no thank you, because of like there was this huge age difference. I was like, okay, why are you telling me this again? He was like 35 years older than her. So he said no because of the 35-year-old age difference. Well, he apparently was telling me how he was previously married to this one girl who like was also like 25 years younger than him. He was talking about, y'all, I don't remember exactly what he said. I know this just happened, but I was like, what's happening? He was talking about how he tells people that there's 5 things you need in life, and it's like money, a job, something something, and women, or like a girl, right? And he was like, I always joke about how like I ain't got a job, I don't got money, I don't got this, but the last thing I have is I gotta have me a girl. Where you going with this, hon? Where you going with this? What's going on? I don't understand. Why are you telling me this? I don't really care. But I care. I mean, I cared. I was interested. I was like, okay, I don't mind hearing my could-be grandpa's life story. You know, I was thinking, oh my god, he's probably really like lonely. He just wants someone to talk to. So like, I'll sit here and I'll listen to him. I don't mind. I was just listening to him, you know. I was fine. Everything was good. You know, I just kept talking about these girls that he was like with, and like how they wanted to marry him, and he was like so handsome, and like he was like, all the other guys in Russia are like big, and like they drink and smoke, and it makes them age worse, and that he was like a nice looking guy and all this stuff, and how he, like they wanted to marry him and all this kind of stuff. And I was just like, that's awesome for your ego. That's great. I'm very happy for you. I'm glad you're good-looking guy back in the day, or a few years ago. But then he proceeded to tell me about this one girl, and this is when I knew what he was doing. Didn't realize it the whole time, And so after he said this, I was like, what the actual crap is this? I was like, I need to just run. I just need to run from my life. He started telling me about this one girl who was just gorgeous. He was like, oh my god, this girl was absolutely gorgeous. She was tall. She was like 5'8". All the girls that he was with apparently were tall. Like, oh my god, they were so tall and pretty. They were like 5'8", 5'9". So this one girl, she was 5'9". Or was she 5'8"? She was either 5'8" or 5'9". I don't really remember. He was like, oh my god, she was so tall. She was like, how tall are you? I was like, oh, I'm 5'11". And he was like, oh yeah, she wasn't as tall as you, but you know, she was really tall. She was beautiful, perfect body. Just, oh my gosh, she had long brown hair just like yours. She had these beautiful green eyes. And when she smiled, she just had these two really cute little dimples. And I was like, what? Huh? Why? Okay. I realized that he was hitting on me because he kept complimenting me. And he was talking about like how I had really, really pretty long brown hair and that she was tall like me and she had a smile with really, really just cute, beautiful dimples. When I smiled, I tried to cover up my dimple. You can't cover the freaking crater in my face. I was just like, cool. When he talked about the age thing, how he didn't marry that girl because she was so much younger than him, I was like, yeah, you know, my family, my grandpa was 14 years older than my grandma, so our family isn't huge on age, like it's not that big of a deal, which I regret saying, because that's not what I meant, but I was like, yeah, you know, if I dated someone that was like 35, I was like, that's a little much because I'm about to be 20 in March. On the 20th, I turned 20. The only time I'll ever be able to say that. So I was like, but yeah, if there was someone that was like 35, I'm about to turn 20, that would be a little bit too much because I feel like we're in two completely different stages of our life, you know? And he just looked at me, he was just like, yeah, you know. I didn't catch it. I didn't understand. I was like, I didn't get it. Really didn't get it. I didn't get it until he was talking about the dimple. When he talked about the dimple, after the really pretty long brown hair just like yours, and how tall she was just like you, and like all, I was like, what? How old are you? 75? You're 75, right? He told me he was 75 like 3 times. He's 75. He was like taking pills and he was like, I gotta take these every day. And I'm like, why are you hitting on me? I'm 20. What are you doing, dude? Stop. I want to be like, oh, that's sweet. He's an old man, but like, it's really creepy. And like, he sat next to me during our lunch, and I was just like, I stopped talking to him. After that, after he said that, I was just like, okay, I need to stop talking to this guy. I'm not gonna have any more conversation with him. I can't talk. I'm too shook to talk. I'm having no more conversations with him. This is done. I'm done. Nope. Absolutely not. He is not gonna think I'm going to be interested. I was nice to him, but I wasn't like overly nice like I usually am. I'm just like, oh my god, hi, oh my god, that's so funny. Every time I look at someone, I'm just like, you know, I smile. Like, no. I look at him, I look straight on away. What? So yeah, I started just to avoid all eye contact and stop talking to him. And even when he sat next to me during lunch, I didn't say a word to him. I just completely like didn't say anything. And then when we left, he kind of struck up a conversation, and I was just like, I gotta go. Just kept inching towards my car just to give him the hint. He was like, well, it's nice meeting you. I was like, oh my god, you too. Bye. That's my story. I mean, I was looking pretty cute today. I mean, this isn't what I was wearing. I was wearing like this this leather skirt with like a pink shirt that kind of showed a little tiny bit of my stomach with this choker, you know. I was a waitress and they said to look snazzy, so I did. Looked a little too snazzy for him. I guess being snazzy in a film means that I'm interested in 75-year-old men. No thank you. I am shook. So yeah, that's my story. Hope you enjoyed. Hope this never happens to you because it's just uncomfortable. If you guys think he was flirting with me, let me know. If you think that he was just being nice, let me know. I thought he was being nice at first, but after what he said and how he said it, I was just like, no, he's flirting, like he's hitting on me right now. And I'm very like kind of oblivious to it because I'm nice to everybody, I'm really sweet. But when he said that, I was just like, okay, nope. I mean, I've been hit on by an old guy before, but I just thought he was being nice. I just can't. This has happened to me twice now. It's too much. Older gentlemen, I am not interested. I apologize, but I am 20 and I would like to date somebody my age. Maybe older, you know, like 22, not 75. Thank you. Please don't come again. Alright, so that's my story. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if this has ever happened to you before, or if you've ever dealt with something kind of similar. Maybe older, maybe younger, I don't know, anything. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And also don't forget to check out my other channel. Link will be in the description. And I will see you next week with a brand new video.